Brings us to 7:53. It's time for today's News Extra program, and brought to you by First State Bank. Here's Kevin Mooney.
Thank you, Dennis. Good morning, everyone. It is Festival of Hope Week this week. We'll have Vince Bjorling in on Thursday to talk about all the things going on with the event. And a very related thing is the National Marrow Donor Program. And we have Vickie Bjorling here and Marilyn Rahmig as well. And they're going to talk about this is the third year they've been out trying to get matches, trying to get people to register for the National Marrow Donor Program. So, Vickie, you guys have been fairly successful to this point, haven't you?
We consider that we feel like we have been successful. You know, it's the guidelines are pretty strict, and so, you know, you have to find those certain people that, you know, are applicable. So we're looking for healthy 18 to 44-year-olds to come and fill out a registration form and do a cheek swab and then enlist in the National Marrow Donor Program. That doesn't mean that you're going to certainly give your marrow, but you're on the, you know, on this match or on this registry, and then if at some point in time when you are a match for a survivor, a cancer patient, then you might potentially be a transplant or a bone marrow donor.
Yeah. All right. So, and the thing is, it was like 18 to 61 here a while back when you guys first started this 3 years ago,
yes,
and now it's kind of 18 to 44. Yeah. They're looking for younger people, right?
Yeah. They find that younger donors, the patient does better with younger donors.
Okay. All right. So, we'll let Marilyn talk about. Okay. So, if you register for this, and you're on the register, and all of a sudden somebody calls and say, hey, you're a match. What happens then?
Well, at that point, you will have some more blood testing done, and they will determine what procedure they will use for the transplant, and there may be some travel involved, and if that's the case, those expenses are paid for, your travel expenses and your housing, wherever you might have to go for this. And it would probably be in this area, Denver or Omaha. And there are two ways that bone marrow is extracted. One is from extraction through your hip, and the other is through blood extraction. And neither one of them are extremely painful. You're put to sleep if they do it through your hip, and then if it's the blood, it's just like when you give a blood donation, and you're up and going as soon as it's complete, and you just might save that person's life.
I would think you would have a friend for life too, once that's all taken care of, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Yeah. If it's successful, most of them successful?
I really don't know the average on that, but yes, today they are.
Yeah, I would think the technology means improving all the time,
yes.
Right?
We have a number of people just in our area that have had bone marrow transplants and been very successful. And so right there we can see it in person.
Yeah, that's fantastic. All right, we'll take a break and come back, talk more right after this.
I keep my money at the bank where I know it's safe.
Providing you with a safe place to keep your money is a trust we don't take lightly. We're closely regulated. We make sure that we're highly capitalized. We don't take long-term risks for short-term gains. We're very conservative, and as a result, we're rock solid. With us, your total deposits are insured by FDIC for up to $250,000. First State Bank, member FDIC. We're big on you.
We are back on News Extra. We're talking about registering into the National Marrow Donor Program this morning with Vickie Bjorling and Marilyn Rahmig. And we want to emphasize, again, there is no cost. You ladies have raised enough money, so really it's just a time consumption thing. And the ability of a person 18 to 44, that's what they're looking for,
right,
to register and give somebody else some hope, right?
Right. We have normally there is a cost to the fee for the fee of for the cheek swab, but we raised some money and we're going to take care of that for anybody who wants to be on the registry through at Festival of Hope.
Okay, so you guys will have a booth at the Festival of Hope, and people can stop by and just when they register, what do they do?
We'll have some nurses from the Nebraska Nurses Association, and they'll kind of counsel you, make sure that you're, you fit the guidelines. They'll talk to you about your health, make sure that you're within those guidelines again, and you'll fill out a registration form. You'll do a cheek swab. And I'll be sending all those forms and information off to Kansas City.
All right.
Yep.
And then how many people are on this? How many people do you think are on this?
Between 11 and 12 million people.
Wow.
That's how many is on the National Marrow Donor Program. There's more worldwide. There's probably like 20 to 22 million worldwide on various registries.
Okay, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
You were going to mention something else. I think I kind of interrupted you there a little bit. Anything else we need to know? It sounds like it's a very simple process, really, when you're at the Festival of Hope.
They do ask that you maintain contact with them. If you move, have a different name changes or things like that, they ask that you keep that contact information up so that if you are the match, they can contact you immediately and get going on the process.
Okay. Marilyn, I noticed here that you mentioned this the third year, and you've been fundraising and so forth, and you've got a list of some service organizations, it looks like, that maybe are helping you out. You've spoken to these folks about this, right?
We have received funds from Rotary and from the Oregon Trail Community Foundation and from Seroptimus. And then we also received money from the Taylor Magdaleno Memorial. And then the rest of the money that we have received is from private donations. And we also would like to comment that anyone that donates, all of our funds are kept at the Oregon Trail Community Foundation so that they handle our funds. So there's never any question about money going where it needs to go.
All right. Very good. All right. Well, I really hope you guys are very successful with this. It's a great program you've done.
Thank you.
Here locally, and especially with the Festival of Hope, it just works in perfectly with that.
Absolutely.
And so hopefully you get a lot of registrations. Again, if you're ages 18 to 44, and you need to be healthy, right?
Right.
Need to be healthy without any big health problems.
Right.
And if that's the case, you can help save somebody's life. And
Yes.
it'd be a good thing for you to do while you're out at the Festival of Hope this Saturday over at the Mitchell Event Center. All right.
Okay.
Very
Thank
good.
you for having us.
Marilyn, Vickie, thank you.